She swore she never lied. But then why does her diary remember things she never told me? The storm outside Arundel Castle howls like a confession, tearing through the silence of the royal study. Kale's trembling hands lift the cracked leather book from beneath a layer of dust. Lyra's diary, hidden inside her old music box. Its pages breathe like something alive, whispering in the faint light. What truth could she have hidden in a world where lies are supposed to kill you? Why did the ink still glisten, as if freshly written? And if she's truly gone, why does her name appear as if it knows he's watching? The pages smell of salt and rosewater. Her scent. Kale runs his fingers across her handwriting. The same loops and curls that once danced in her letters. Every word feels like a heartbeat, but some sentences end abruptly, torn mid-thought, as if she had been interrupted. As he reads, a single teardrop smudges the ink, and the words beneath it begin to change. It calls for Eamon, who rushes in half-dressed, panic in his face. Together they decipher the strange runes that appear between her words, an ancient code from before the Oathstones. The message hidden beneath the ink reads, "Do not trust the truth you were given." Queen Seraphine stands before her mirror, hearing the echo of the storm below. She senses the diary's awakening, the spell she buried decades ago. Her reflection flickers, showing a younger version of herself beside a woman who looks hauntingly like Lyra. Kale can't sleep. The diary now lies on his chest, warm as a heartbeat. It dreams of her voice, soft, trembling, whispering, "If you find this, it's already too late." When he opens his eyes, the ink across his palm spells her name. Every truth you read rewrites what you remember. The words appear on the diary's first page like a warning carved in light. Kale blinks. For a heartbeat, the room around him changes. The rain is gone. The air smells like the garden where they first kissed. Her laughter echoes faintly, but she isn't there. And when he looks down, her handwriting curls across his sleeve, rewriting the past he thought he knew. The memory shifts. He sees Lyra standing under the moonlight, whispering a name he doesn't recognize. Erinder. The sound stings like betrayal, but the diary glows brighter, as if daring him to turn the page. A voice whispers inside his head, "She didn't lie. You just never asked the right question." Eamon rushes back with an old grimoire, his face pale. He explains the curse. The diary of Arundel was once used by oathbreakers to trap their memories inside ink. Each time Kale reads a secret, it steals a piece of his own. By morning, he may forget she ever died. Kale dreams of the night she was taken from him. But now in the dream, she turns to face him. Her emerald eyes brim with tears. "I had to lie." She whispers, "Eat was the only way to save you." When he wakes, her words are burned into his skin like a promise he can't forget. At dawn, Kale opens the diary once more. The final line on the page reads, "Find the man I trusted when I could not trust myself." Beneath it, a sigil appears, one that matches the seal on the Queen's private letters. Kale's breath catches. Curse isn't only about love, it's about the kingdom's greatest lie. Shall lead to save me from the truth itself, Kale's voice breaks as he reads the next passage. It's written in her handwriting, but the ink shifts, replaying memories he never lived. Her fear, her choices, her love. Each sentence is a confession carved in heartbreak. He realizes she never lied to him out of malice. She lied because truth in Arendelle can kill. The diary opens on its own, revealing a hidden section written in blood-red ink. It tells of a ritual, one that binds a soul to silence. To protect Kale, Lyra gave her voice to the Oathstone, sealing her ability to ever speak a lie again. But to the world, it looked like betrayal. In the flicker of memory, Kale sees her standing before the Queen, accused of treason. She doesn't defend herself. The words she cannot say weigh heavier than chains. The Queen's gaze is cold, but a tear trembles at the corner of her eye. The mark of someone who knows too much truth. Aemon reveals an old record. The Queen had foreseen Lyra's sacrifice in a hidden prophecy. It said, the kingdom would be destroyed, not by liars, but by those who could no longer lie. Truth, pure and unbroken, would turn the people mad. Lyra lied to preserve balance, to protect the very world that condemned her. Kyle closes the diary, tears streaking his cheeks. For the first time, he understands her lies weren't chains. They were shields. Every deception was a thread holding him together. And now, as the diary trembles with living magic, one last secret begins to reveal itself. A name written beneath her final words. Heli Erindor. The name she spoke when she thought I couldn't hear. The ink curls into the air, forming the name again and again like a haunting melody. Kale's chest tightens. Every letter burns. The diary glows brighter, showing a vision of another man beside her, tall, cloaked in shadow, his hand brushing hers. Love or protection? He can't tell. Kyle reads through the rain to the old chapel by the cliffs, the place where Lyra once prayed before their engagement. There he finds her secret carvings on the stone walls, the same name again and again. But beneath it, a message written in her hand, forgive me. Back in the castle, Aemon uncovers an ancient record. Arendor wasn't a man. He was a title, a guardian chosen by prophecy to protect the bearer of truth. Only one is chosen every century. The last one vanished the night Lyra died. The realization hits Kale like a blade. She didn't betray him. She trusted someone else to die in his place. Queen Seraphine watches Kale from the throne room balcony. Her voice drifts like smoke. You think she loved you, my son. She loved what you were never meant to become. Her tone is not cruel, but mournful. In her eyes burns the reflection of the same sigil, the one of Arendor. That night, Kale returns to his study. The diary opens on its own, revealing a hidden page he has never seen. Lyra's voice echoes softly. If you find him, you'll find me. The ink begins to shimmer, forming an image of a forest bathed in moonlight. Somewhere out there she lives, and so does the man who was never meant to exist. Every truth we swore to protect was built on someone's silence. The diary shakes in Kale's hands as he reads a confession written in Lyra's final entry. She had discovered the truth. The Oathstones were not born of light. They were forged from the souls of those who lied for love. Every liar executed in Arendelle was never destroyed, only bound. Hailed dace into the catacombs, beneath the castle, where the air hums with 1,000 whispers. Every wall is lined with small, glowing stones, each pulsing with the rhythm of a human heartbeat. He hears one whisper his name. He follows the sound, terrified to recognize the voice. Aemon arrives, carrying the queen's seal. His voice shakes as he explains. Each stone contains a soul who once broke their oath. The greatest lie ever told was the one that created the kingdom itself, and at its heart lies the first oath stone, forged from the soul of the one woman who could never lie again. Chaol and Aemon reach the final chamber. At the center stands a massive black stone, pulsing with crimson light, the heart of all oaths. When Chaol touches it, visions flood his mind. Lyra screaming as her body dissolves into light, her soul pulled into the stone. Her last words echo, "Don't let them make my truth their cage." Queen Seraphine steps from the shadows, tears shining in her eyes. She confesses the truth. She was the one who ordered Lyora's sacrifice. Without it, the kingdom would have fallen into chaos. Lies keep the world alive, she whispers. But love makes it worth saving. Chaol stares at the stone, torn between vengeance and devotion. The stone broke, and she breathed again. A tremor shakes the catacombs. The first oath stone fractures from within, glowing brighter than fire. Chaol shields his eyes as a blinding light bursts free. When the glow fades, she stands before him, alive, trembling, and radiating with the hum of 1,000 hearts. Her eyes open slowly, no longer green, but molten gold. Chaol, she whispers, and the sound makes the entire chamber tremble. He takes a step toward her, afraid to believe. She looks at him like she remembers everything. The love, the pain, the promise she couldn't keep. Aemon watches in shock. His quill drops to the ground as his voice falters. She's bound to the souls that kept the kingdom alive, he whispers. If she dies again, every oath will shatter. Chaol turns to him. Then he'll protect her, even if it means breaking the truth itself. Queen Seraphine arrives, her robes billowing in the rush of magic. Her face softens when she sees Lyra alive. "You were never meant to return," she whispers. Lyora's voice echoes like music through glass. "I didn't come back for you. I came back for the truth you buried." The air hums as their magic collides. Light against shadow, mother against creation. The catacombs collapse as the power surges out of control. Lyra's hand finds Chaol's, warm, real, alive. "You once said you'd love me, even if I was made of lies," she whispers. "Now, love me even if I'm made of truth." The light swallows them both as the old magic breaks free from its prison. The kingdom still sleeps beneath the ashes of its own truth. Dawn creeps over the fractured skyline of Arendelle. Chaol stands upon the castle roof, where the wind carries whispers of every oath ever sworn. In his hands glows the fractured heart of the oath stone, pulsing like a living thing. The heartbeat of 1,000 lost souls. The morning air tastes of salt and fire, the aftermath of all that has burned. Beside him, Lyra watches the horizon with eyes that no longer belong to this world. Her voice is soft, trembling against the wind. "Do you hear them?" she whispers. Every soul freed from their silence. Cale nods, his voice hoarse. And yet the loudest sound is my own heart breaking. The sun rises, too bright, too pure, revealing what's left of a kingdom built on lies. The heavy doors open behind them. Queen Seraphina steps forward without her crown, her silver hair unbound, her face lined with grief and wisdom. The power in her eyes has dimmed. She looks not like a monarch, but a mother. "If you destroy it," she says softly, "our people will forget the meaning of devotion, because love itself was born from the first lie." Lyra turns toward her, her voice steady, her glow softening with deep. Maybe love was never meant to live in cages made of oaths. Her fingers brush the pendant at her throat, the cracked moonstone she once wore as a symbol of her silence. "Let them lie free, even if it means forgetting us." The queen closes her eyes. "And you, child, who will remember you when truth is all that's left?" Lyra looks at Cale, smiling faintly. "He will, even if he's not meant to." Cale lifts the fractured crystal with trembling hands. The light inside swirls, gold, red, and silver, like all the voices of those who once lied to save another. He feels Lyra's heartbeat thrumming through it, faint and fragile, echoing in sync with his own. "If I free them," he murmurs, "I lose you." Lyra steps closer until their faces almost touch. "If you keep me," she replies, "you lose yourself." For a long moment, neither speaks. Only the wind answers, carrying the scent of rain and salt and memories of 1,000 vows. Cale closes his eyes, tears burning his cheeks. "Then tell me one last lie," he says, "so I can hold on to you a little longer." Lyra smiles, the same smile that once stopped his world. Kyle has stopped his world. "The lie is that you ever needed me to be real." The wind grows wild. The rooftops shake beneath their feet. Lyra's body begins to shimmer, her outline fading, her voice becoming music. Cale catches her face in his hands, desperate to hold onto the last remnants of her warmth. "Then let me lie one last time," he whispers. "I'll remember you." She laughs softly, that same sound he's dreamed of every night since her death. "And I'll remember the man who broke the truth for love." He presses his forehead to hers. For a heartbeat, the world stops breathing. Then he releases the crystal, and it explodes into white fire. Every oath stone across Arendelle shatters. Every secret, every silence, every hidden promise. Gone in an instant. The world is bathed in light so pure it burns away all memory. Morning. Arendelle breathes again. Quiet, simple, unenchanted. The kingdom no longer hums with truth or lies. It simply is. Cale walks through the courtyard, his armor gone, dressed like an ordinary man. The flowers bloom white where ash once lay. He feels peace, but cannot name why. The faint H in his chest feels like the echo of a dream he's already forgotten. Across the courtyard, a woman walks through the sunlight, her golden hair glinting like spilled honey. She stops, as if sensing something familiar. Their eyes meet. For a long moment, time holds its breath. Neither speaks, neither remembers, but their souls recognize the shape of what once was. She smiles first, gentle, uncertain, heartbreakingly familiar. He smiles back. Then they both turn away, walking in opposite directions. The sound of the fountain the only witness to the memory love left behind.